What day is it today? It's first day of the week. First day of the week. The first day of the week, it's the weekend. It's Saturday. It's Saturday and it's the weekend. It's the first day of the weekend. Sunday is the last day of the weekend. First and last with no in between. So once the day is over on the first day, there's only one day left, and that's the preparation to go home. But when it's the weekend, your weekend actually finishes Friday after work, although you see, when you're starting, right, after the weekend is over, it becomes the night you go to sleep for all those hours. Like, let's say you finish Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, right? You finish Friday at 4, so from 4 o'clock, and even before that, you've started to go into the weekend. You're into the weekend. In fact, when it's Thursday, you know, you're at the end of Thursday and you're all out for the drinks because there's only one day left. You can recuperate on Friday. You're a little sluggish. And Friday night and Saturday, and then the minute it becomes 10, 11 o'clock on Saturday, you feel a different energy come into your body. Sunday, you feel you have to recuperate because prior and different to Friday, where at 8 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, it's the weekend, right? You're going free-minded. It ends about supper time on Sunday night. So from supper time on Sunday night, it's, I gotta go to work tomorrow. From where you have the freedom that it's Friday and it's like almost all, and it's 7 days a week. 52 weeks in the year. And just as you get to the 50th week, it's my vacation next week. So you get 2 weeks on vacation, in which your vacation basically starts off for most people on the Friday. And then you get into the second part of the vacation, and it's the Thursday of the next week. And the last 3 days are like, I'm going back to work. So your vacation sort of starts off before it begins, but it ends before the last day. And you start off with 2 days on the weekend into it, and you finish with 2 days on the weekends. And in between the 2 and 2 days of your vacation, the 14 apparent days, which is Saturday, starting on the last day of the week, your vacation, Saturday, the 7th day. In which they call Sunday the first day and Saturday the 7th day, although they kiss at midnight. You have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is the 7th day. Friday, you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is now the 7th day because you started your vacation on the Saturday. So then you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday now becomes the 7th day. In the first week, it's Friday, the 7th day of vacation. But in the next week, it's Saturday, the 7th day. So now you've taken 7 and 7, 14 days. Sunday is the 15th day of your vacation. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Well, Friday again, right. Friday, both weeks become the 7th day. Okay, so that's 14. And then Saturday and Sunday, so it's 7, 7, 2. So your vacation, taking away the 2 weekends, Saturday and Sunday, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Because you get 3 weekends in your vacation. 3 weekends, 2 weekdays, so you have 2, 5, 2, 5, 2. The earth numeric value that creates all kinds of designs, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2. The opening of a curtain, if you look down to the ripple, when the curtain comes to the side, that looks like a 2 and a 5, or the S, and everything else in between the beginning of the S and the end of the S. You want to call that your DNA, from this side to that side, from this side. You know that ripple? Well, if you put a pole on each side of that ripple, a pole will be on this side, a pole will be on this side, a pole will be on this side, a pole will be on this side. Right? What pole can you bear? Polar bear. Now I've just taken the theory of everything and went to where the polar bears are. where the iron bars are. Polar bears, iron bars, sounds like, I don't know, sounds like Russia? When the Germans went to war and they put the people at the front, where were they putting them? Seems like some people, when they go to the front, the cold place, where's that cold place they called in Hogan's Heroes? Where's the cold place, all the cold places, all the places you don't want to go to the front. You don't want to go to the front of the class. You don't want to be the front of the class. You are now confronted, okay? Back end versus the front end. And back up, back end, 7 up, and back up. So it just continues. The building of the theory of everything is primarily understood through what you see, what you can feel, right? What did the blind man hear and say? What did the deaf man hear and say? What did the mute man hear and say? The better I can see you, said the wolf. Was the wolf blind? The better I can hear you, said the wolf. Was the wolf deaf? The better I can taste you. You see, the wolf could have been deaf, but only deaf with his ears. The wolf could have been blind, but only blinded by his eyes and not by what he feels and senses. When the sense of the totality of the body goes, you can never know. When you can no longer hear, you can still feel the vibration and still see. But if you can't see and you can't hear, you can still feel the vibration and know. If you can't speak, you can't hear, and you can't see, you still feel the vibration and you still have the I awakened inside of you unless you're in a coma. What did they say to the guy or the girl or the woman in the coma? What happens to an animal's brain waves in the coma? So we started out by the 7 days a week, 24, and it's funny, just when I said that, it said 724, 725. What every single minute says to the next minute, to the next hour, of the seconds that have passed, of the day in which we are in, were we awake coming into the day, or were we asleep, and when did that day begin if the last day never ended? What constitutes a day that ends? Remember, I started off talking about the day of the week. So we have 2 days, right? Because the actual vacation is 16 days. It's 2 work weeks in between with a 2-day weekend, making it 5-2-5, making it 12. Starting off with 2 days of the weekend and ending with the 2 days of the weekend, in which I wanted to bring up, so it's 2-5-2-5-2, right? And it's funny that the center 2 or the 12. The other thing I wanted to bring up is number 37. Something about, sorry, not number 37, about number 13 and 7, or 137. Very important number. I don't know why completely. I can only make up some scenarios, some actual theories, because the theories that I create through the thought of building, first you bring the theory of a thought, the Titanic. So now we have the Titanic. And the Titanic crashed into an iceberg, and that's the story. But the theory of how it got to meet that iceberg, the story in between, and how I see the story other than what has been told. Just like the theory I'm working on right now of one company owns 2 companies, and each of those companies own 2 companies, and each of those companies that own, this company here owns this company and this company. This company owns 2 companies, and this company owns 2 companies, plus the company that it is. You're in good company. What is 1 and 2? What does 1 and 2 mean? Coming together is 3. Coming together is 3 through the 7th gate of 1 and 1. If you're holding up 2 balls, One hand holding up two balls. Imagine if those two balls each had two balls. Were they swinging this way, the balls, or were they swinging this way, the balls? Was it 2 and 2 balls? We need to pass in between an area space of the two balls other than the area that we're coming from. This way and that way. Right? Swinging east-west, swinging north-south, or is it north-south being held by the hand above? Above and below, east-west, north and south. Above and below, east-west, north and south. What if you're going this way? What if you're going this way? The expression or the explanation of the actuality, of the reality that one can perceive, that is being conceived in its actual state of the one who sees, of the others that don't see at all, but can understand and mentally create that reality, and then having to go through the science to figure out if that what has been transmade that you can conceive is not actually deceiving you. And we just hit 1111. Has anybody multiplied 13 by 13 by 13? We connect to the moon, to the spirit, to the DC world. Has anybody figured out what 23 is? The 23rd letter is W. Reverses, we get D, W, D40, and we can loosen everything up. 23 and 4, 27 reverse alphabet. 23 is also noted as the 11th hour. 2 and 3 is 5, 11, 1 and 1 is 2, and it says key. 23 is W. 2 and 3 is 5. So it's now the E world, where the W came in. It's now the we world, or the V world, or the world of Eve, between day and night. Where do I get this? The W in French is said as double V. The W is made up of two V's, where if you flip it over, is it actually the M? The M only comes in because if you actually look at an M, the lines go straight and the W goes this. The W conceiving that it's A. You put a straight line, if you put straight lines through a W, what do you actually see? Besides, once you get to the straight line, it looks more like a U. There's something in there that you should see. I said above as is below. So if you take a good look inside the W, you have 7F, right? You have 7, right? You have this one that's leaning over. I'm not sure what to make of that one yet, but on this side you have the F. You have 7, whatever you want to say, and the F. Upside down is the V. I'm not sure why. I'd have to reorganize my mind to think why. So are you perceiving something as I am deceiving you? And how can you be conclusive about anything? V, 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 V. IVE, IVE, 5th, 5th, IVE, the result. So we went from the 12 months a year in which every week is 7 days, in which 4 weeks makes 28 days, but it doesn't necessarily make a month, where every season has an average of 91.25 days and 91.50 days on average. 90, let me mark, I have to mark that down. I need a pen real quick before I lose the thought. 91.25 times 4 equals 365, and 91.50 times 4 equals to 366. So one of them happens once in the cycle. The other one happens 3 times, and there is no cycle. Okay? Just like there is no week, Just like there is no week. There is no week without Wednesday. There is no ending without Saturday. There is no beginning without Sunday. Because the link is on Wednesday. And the Spaniards call Wednesday miércoles. Miércoles. But to me, as an English fella of a layman brain who can't really understand anything or put definitions to anything because I don't go to school, for me, a miracle is a miracle. And I know Wednesday links both days. Wednesday links both days between Saturday and Sunday. Although Saturday and Sunday are one end of this string, somehow I have to turn that string around and say Wednesday. Unless we're going to change this all around and call Wednesday not the link. Because a link would be taking a string here of 3 days and a string here of 3 days. On this string, okay, I have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm writing this down. And on this string, okay, I have Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Then I have a little pin in between. Okay, and with that pin, I clip on. Okay, I clip here Tuesday, and I clip on this side Thursday. So I chose the thirst, and through the thirst I chose when, where did I go? I chose to when did I go? To thirst. I went to the water world. Because to choose day, okay, when or where did I go? Wednesday. Where did I go? Wednesday. The day of wind to water. To be fried in the sun, on, okay? And Saturn day is the day the world turned. To be the day of the Sunday. To the moon day on Monday. To the day of the chosen on Tuesday. Day of the chosen on Tuesday to link to Wednesday into Thursday. As we speak, and as I create a theory, as I conceive a reality, as I perceive the reality, as I deceive you in your reality, in your concept. 12 months a year, 7 days a week, 52 weeks in a year, where the center day is noted as Wednesday, but I can say that Saturday and Sunday are the real days, where Saturday and Sunday link, and the end of the chain, okay, is Thursday and Tuesday. Now, if I put the end of the day of Saturday and Sunday, I would have to put a day in between, or put the end of the day where I link Friday to Saturday. May God rest, and let Saturday be the link. So we can have, now that we have Wednesday as a middle day, okay, Wednesday is the middle day, call that 1, and call Sunday, call Tuesday 2, call Monday 3, and call Sunday 4. Call Wednesday 1, and call Thursday 2, and call Friday 3, and call Saturday 4, okay, and call Sunday 5. So if you're counting this way, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and Sunday, you count 4. Now if you went to Saturday and linked both days to Saturday, and you went Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, or you went Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you would have 5-4, 4-5. The day of the creation of the sun. Now, if you don't use Wednesday and you want to get to which day? Monday? Or do you want to get to Sunday, linking one weekend on each end? You would go, forget about Wednesday. Wednesday would be day 0 because you are now in the O world. O world. In the water world. Your link to the water world. You see, first it was this way. Do you remember? But now the valley of the sun goes this way. So if all the cars are going this way, you're going by what's on each side of you. But the minute you turn this way, you are now going through what is inside of you, and now we need a stop sign for the four-way traffic. So I started off at the beginning by the first moment or second into the first minute, in which I connected the years of where I mentioned to you there were 3 years of 91.25 days, okay, in 4 seasons to make 365 days. And then there was 1 year in which was 366 days, or 91.50 days average per season. 1.5, 1.25. 1.5 is Mars, 1.25 is memory of Earth. Okay, 150 is what it is, 9150, giving the 366 days, and that 366 is a roadway. The 365, when you use a 5, it's usually a passage to go around something. Now we're into interstates and highways and what we use our numbers for. 366, 365, and now in order for it to have a continuation, to have some kind of theory of a sequence. Yes, in order to have that sequence, you just can't have 3 years, 1 year, and 3 years. You need, 3 years, 1 year. You need 3 years, 1 year, 3 years, 1 year, 1 year, 3, and continue on. But you never get 1, 3, and then mirror 1, 3 to 3, 1. It doesn't work. You're usually 1 year is a leap year and 3 years. But it does link, because there have been some centuries, okay, in years that we have skipped over the leap year. Now that becomes prime time. Prime time. So now, if we can look at all the times that we have skipped leap years over all the prime time, we can now create a different theory of, or concept of something. So now you have 91.5 days of 4 seasons. Okay, 4 times 91.5, but okay, you have 12 times 91.25 average season. You have 3 of these and then 1 of these. So in a sequence, why I said 12, it's actually 3 and 1. I should have just marked 3 and 1. But 12 is when it starts over again. So you usually get 9. 9 times 91.25, okay, to 2 times 91.50. Because, and let me show you, you're going to have 3 years with 4 seasons, okay? You're going to have 3 years of 4 seasons that average 91.25. You're going to have 2 years of 91.25. You're going to only have 2 years, okay, of the joint, meaning 3 years, 365 days, 1 year, 366. 3 years, 365 days, 1 year, 366, and then to close it out, you'll have 3 years, 365 days, and then it'll be 3 years, the 1 leap year, 3 years, the 1 leap year, 3 years. And at the beginning of each of these, it'll be leap years. So you're going to go 1, 3, 1, 3, and don't forget, this is 4 seasons. 4 seasons, so it's 365 days times 3, okay, equals to 900 plus 180 plus 15. And you'll have times 1 equals to 900 and 180 and 18. it'll say Lori. O-R-L-I. 9 and 9, 3 and 6. Why? Why? Because here you have, oh, sorry, there's a mistake. There's a mistake in here. Lori, I just want to tell you at 18 and 15, it says gold, it says royal, it says oil, it says law. It totals number 33. At the same time, it totals number 24. So in the cat, again, back to the cat. Why do I say this? Oh my God. Because Pythagorean connection between 18 and 15, although 33 equals to 6 and 9. Okay, when you add the two 10s together, you get 10 and 10 is 20 equals to 2. When you add the 8 and 5 together, okay, it becomes 13. 1 and 3 is 4. So now the 13 says the spirit. Okay, that'll work out to the AC/DC spirit. It'll work out to the E world. Why? Because when you use the star system mathematical equation of 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, it equals to 3 and 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 will now equal to 7. Add and minus. You minus, it's the E, and you add it, it's the S, which is the spirit DNA world that comes from the sun and the AC/DC world, brought to you by LOI-OIL-ROI. And why? Because the 15th letter is O and the reverse is L. The 18th letter is R and the reverse is I. And it says royalty, the oil, the law. Okay? And there's more to it. It's bio. It's bio. You see, everything has to fit in its own area space. Rocket ship power. Okay? All concluded through the center. You see this pen? It drops all the way through the center of these two. P and P, P and D, you see these two letters or this design, okay, on the picture cards in the deck of cards. This design is there. You see it in different places. I can't tell you exactly where. It could be on the jack. I don't remember. But when you put enough minds together, you can see all this. So now I have to go back to just let me calculate. This is 1 times 300 is 300. I have to redo this. And 60 and 6. Okay, I'm gonna show you with the pen what I'm doing right now. This is a single cycle. Okay, single cycle. But I want to do it. I want to do it more. I want to go 3 times 365 and 1 times 366, and this is going to give me 900 and 180 and 15, and this is going to give me 360 and 06, right? 06, keeping the columns correct, right? Now, what we're going to go through next is we're going to go 3 times 365, 1 times 366, and this is going to be 900 and 180 and 15, and this is going to equal to 360. I know it's a little long. I'm going to pause it for a second. Okay, I'm ending the video because I just found something that I really like. It's really exciting me. I'm a little bit tired and I having a hard time getting extra excited 30 minutes into a video because I know well, whatever it is, it's just very exciting what I just found, and I love it, and I'm hoping I can retain the same excitement. You will watch in the next video. I'm going to show it to you really quick what it is. You saw it. You're going to have to stop your camera. I don't want to say any more. It's a cycle. It's a primary cycle, which means it's only the beginning of the cycle. I haven't got to numbers where the numbers, and you have to remind me of this, that the numbers duplicate itself. That where if I get 3, I get 6, I get 9, and then I get 3 again. So I want to see where the cycle repeats, like the Fibonacci cycle repeats, the binary cycle on a higher level repeats, and the pi eventually repeats. Yes, pi repeats. I mean, you keep putting the pie in the oven, taking out a new pie all the time, right? The telephone. You're calling someone, someone picks up the telephone and says, hello. That's the end of the beginning of the call. Now you're into the conversation. When you hang up the phone, it ends. So if you think pi is a continuous number, it is. But there's something that's going on. It's an equation. There's something going on in pi. I have to go to the next video. Thank you for watching.